Good evening, family. Good evening. Good evening. Um, for you who's watching this now, be patient. Um, right now, today's live is called How to Learn to Believe in You. I am going to give you a few practical steps that can help you today, starting today. All right, so I'm going to see if I can get a few people to tune in. So if you are watching this later, bear with me. Grab my water real quick. Where's my water? Bear with me real quick. I'm going to share with you a few practical steps that you can implement that's going to help you learn how to believe in you. All right. And also, if you do this, especially like the first two, really all three, but you'll be able to start taking small steps that's going to point you in the direction of where you're trying to get to in life, what you're trying to do in life, and ultimately it will really help you get going all together. All right, so so again, I'm gonna wait for a couple of ticks, and then we're gonna dive. We're gonna dive. Real quick. So again, right now, the name of this live is learn how to learn how to believe in you. All right, I'm gonna share with you a few couple of things. What's up, y'all? Go ahead and come in real quick. If you struggle with if you have low self-esteem, you lack confidence in yourself, you struggle with believing in you, I'm gonna share a few practical steps that you can start implementing today. All right, so hold on. Okay, so all right, how many of you? It's three of you. How many of you struggle with believing in yourself? And because you struggle with believing in yourself, you don't really go after achieving anything. You don't try it. You don't give it a shot. You don't step up to the plate. You don't do it. If you start it, it get hard and you end up quitting. All right. If I'm speaking from personal experience. All right. But these few steps that I'm gonna give you, it's gonna help you. It's gonna help you. It's gonna help you. All right. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Come on, somebody talk to me. Okay, so look, check this out. I'll go ahead and get started because I don't have much time. So the first thing is face your fear. Now, don't go anywhere. You probably be like, man, that's so cliche. Cliche. Hear me. Face your fear, meaning set goals. Set goals that go against that fear. Hold on real quick. Hold on for a second. Okay, there we go. So, as I was saying, so learn how to believe in you. All right. The first thing you want to do is to face your fear. All right, face your fear by setting a goal to achieve that you don't think is possible for you to achieve. So look, so for me now, to like paint the picture, I'm going to use certain parts of my journey that led me here. It's not going to be one of those long lives like we're not doing that today. All right, so I'm gonna share like key pieces that supports the practical steps that I'm going to give you, that I had to go through to where like I believe, right? So, um, so I dropped out of school in 8th grade, right? We talking about low self esteem. We talking about low self esteem. We talking about lacking confidence and just don't believe in self. Like I dropped out of school in 8th grade. I never believed in myself. In fact, I believed others when they said that I was dumb. So that's one of the reasons why I never really, not necessarily went after things. I didn't really go for it. If I started it, it got hard, I quit because I didn't really believe that it was possible anyway. All right, so I dropped out of school at 9th grade, went to Job Corps. 99 to 2000. 2011, I did a reflection on my life and realized that I had not accomplished anything in life. And I was like, it's time for a change. It's time for a new. You know what? I'm gonna go to truck driving school to get my CDL. Mind you, I don't think I'm smart enough. But I didn't care about that because what I was experiencing in my life and the reality that I was faced with, like there was no other option. That's the next best thing that I thought that that could, like begin to change things in my personal life. All right. So again, if you struggle with believing in yourself, struggle with low self-esteem, lack of confidence in yourself, face your fear by setting a goal to achieve that you don't think is possible for you to achieve. So with me, I'm like, I'm gonna go for it. Oh yeah, by the way, the goal that you set, make sure this goal is going to move the needle for you. Make sure whatever goal that you set and that you're going to go after, you're going to commit to, make sure that that's going to begin to create a shift and or a change, positive change in your life. All right. So truck driving school, I had a lot of tickets that I had to get taken care of. All right, by that was April. By January when school started. So I'm going through the program, and what do you know? Oh, let me back up a little bit. So I left Job Corps without my GED. Job Corps without my GED. I was 7 points short from getting my GED. And I'm like, because I think I had failed one of the subjects twice, or at least once. And so that kind of rocked my confidence. So I'm like, you know what? I want to graduate this month. I'll just go ahead and get my GED whenever I get out of school. And I mean, whenever I get out of Job Corps, go to the library in the hood and do that program, right? That's what I told myself, and I think I was lying to myself. That was 2000, the year 2000. I got out of school. I graduated Job Corps. At some point, I did start going to the library and doing a practice test and everything. Right, I went through it like almost every Monday I had to be there. I didn't go all Mondays, but I got to a point where they were like, "Okay, you ready to go and take the test?" But again, because I still struggle with confidence and believing that I could do it, she gave me the paper. I didn't even go and take the test. This was 2000. This probably like 2001, 2002. No, correction. This was in 2006. 6 years had went by, right? 6 years and went by. So here it is, 2012. 2012. I'm applying for jobs. Whether everything said you need a GED or equivalent. So now I have to get a GED. Again, I'm looking to change my life, right? Listen, it's not about me. I'm just giving you an example. How whatever goal you set, it have to move the needle for you in your life. It have to create a positive shift in our change. So then I went in, signed up, take the GED, knocked it out, aced it. Well, I don't know if I aced it, but I knocked it out on the first try. That was the first act of me starting to believe that I wasn't as dumb as I thought. What was my goal? For one, getting a CDL. Two, getting obtaining my GED. And I actually passed. With a high score though. High scores. So that's what helped me start to believe in me. So whenever you set a goal, we're talking about how to learn how you can learn how to believe in you by increasing your low self-esteem and your confidence. I felt really good about myself. I started to believe a little bit more. And it's important for you to set a goal it's very important for you to set a goal that coincide with you getting further in life, creating a new life, whether it's personal, whatever it is. Why? Because when you set a goal and you achieve that goal when you set a goal pertaining to a change in your life, a better, a new, a shift, a change, when you see that you can actually do it, when you achieve that goal, that's very vital. Why? Because now you living proof that you can. Oh wow, I can't believe I actually did it. Wow. That's one step that you can start believing in you. So step 2, commit. You have to see it through. Whatever goal you set, you have to commit and see it through. You have to commit and see it through. Now, this is a mindset development type of deal because when you make the commitment to see it through, giving up not an option, whatever goal you set and you go after it, and no matter if it get hard, no matter it get difficult, no matter if you drop the ball, no matter if you fail, no matter what, you continue to work at it until you get it right, till you finally achieve it. That develop in you the mindset that you need for the future, that no matter what you go through in life, you probably won't give up because you started to develop the mindset to where not that you looking for the smoke, but if the smoke come, I'm gonna be here when the smoke clear. You feel me? Because we're not gonna just stop at that one goal that you're going to achieve. I'm speaking life into you because I need you to believe. All right. You're not going to stop there. You have to keep going. You achieve that goal, you have to keep going. You can't stop there. because this is a personal development type of deal. If you struggle with believing in yourself, that's a low self-esteem thing. You probably lack confidence for whatever the reason. But now, even if you never had it, you're about to get it. You're about to get it. When you achieve that first goal, and because it has something to do with you personally, whether it's a health thing, whether it's personal goals, financial goals, whatever it is, once you see that you can actually do it, and it's doing better for, it has created a shift and or change in your life, it's easier for you to believe because you're now living in that achievement pertaining to that goal that you set. So now the proof is all around you that you can do it, that you're smart enough, that you have what it takes. Garrett, how you doing, my brother? I'm good. Yourself? That you have what it takes. And you can't, and it makes it a little more challenging for you not to believe that it's possible when you are experiencing, when you are living in that goal that you set, and then you went after it, committed, seen it through, although it was hard. You see that it is possible because you're experiencing it. It's living proof that you are smart enough, that you do have what it takes. You do have the ability. That develops the mindset that you're going to need not to give up because, like I said, you're not going to stop there. This is personal development. This is you increasing your self-esteem to where now you can have confidence in anything that you do because you started with this one thing in this one area. And now that you are experiencing that you actually could do it because you're now living it due to you achieving it, now you can start believing a little more at a time. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And then a third and final thing, assignment. Assignment. This is very important. This is very important because now this is much deeper. This is life changing, and this is purpose at its finest. It's not just setting goals and achieving your goals. Now this is you doing what God created you to do. So step 3, the final one, is assignment. What am I talking about? As you all know, who've been rocking with me for a little bit or stumbled on a video or a live that I just so happened to be talking about it. May 2018, I went to God. I was at my lowest. I had already accepted him as Savior, right? So this pertaining to you. So you want to learn what your assignment is, why God created you. It's accepting Christ as your Lord and Savior, making the decision to live for him, surrender yourself to him, and submit to his will for your life. It's a daily commitment. Daily commitment. And I'm not just like putting this stuff together. Like this is what I did personally. So check it out. We're talking about assignment. So from there, every single day he would give me instructions, and I just tried to be obedient to do it. I didn't know throughout the year and 4 months. As I always say, I believe it could have been sooner, but I wasn't always obedient. But it was due to his grace and his mercy, and him being patient with me, giving me chance after chance after chance. For you, though, it could be less than a year and 4 months, much less. But I just tried to be obedient to whatever he told me. I had no idea a year and 4 months later, the instructions that he was giving me every single day, he was preparing me for purpose. I didn't know these were my kingdom duties. Like I didn't know that this was pertaining to what he created me to do. This was 2018. Here we are, 2025, and I'm still talking to y'all by his grace. But look, something else happened though. All right. I also, I also, like months after that, I also accepted the responsibilities to whatever he created, called, and purposed me to or for. I accepted the responsibilities before I even knew what they were. We're talking about you accepting Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, making the decision to live for him, saying that I'm yours. Have your way with me. Surrendering yourself to him and submitting to his will for your life. It's everyday decision. Is it going to be perfect? No. Are you going to slip up at times? Yes, you are. But get back in a lot, get back right with him, get back in alignment with him. No longer focus on the worldly things, no longer focusing on the partying, the all this extra stuff, at least for now. And focus on him in relationship. Because our works are like filthy rags, right? So the thing was, because I got so focused in on my kingdom duties, I started to go to him more for the kingdom duties and less for him, i.e., relationship. So because of it, two times within that year and 4 months, where he then revealed to me what my calling and my purpose was, as well as a few gifts, he had me take a week off from my kingdom duties twice. So I can not focus on the work, but get back focused and lasered in on seeking him and make my life about him. Like getting serious about relationship with him. So throughout that process, with him giving me instructions, I just wrote down what I believe what he told me to write down those years. I put together what I felt that he was giving me instructions to put together. Remember, I dropped out in the ninth grade. I had no plan for my life. I lived for the weekend for 15 plus years. The struggle has been real. Through the cries, the disappointment, discouragement, like yearning for better, like really like begging for more, and not even really material things like this can't be it for my life. Like going through it over the years. You feel me? But still trying to be faithful to him, slipping up at times, like different things like that. But I dropped out in the ninth grade. We're talking about assignment. I had already accepted Christ as Savior. I made the decision to live for him. I surrendered my life to him. I submit to his will for my life. I accepted the responsibilities before I knew what they were. I dropped out in the 9th grade. I always thought I was dumb. I always thought I wasn't smart enough. Now we're talking about with God, all things are possible. We're talking about assignment. Getting aligned with his calling for your life. To where now, just a month or so ago, I released my first book. That I didn't plan to, but just being obedient to his instructions. Now we're talking about external explore for internal restore. Again, this is how you're going to build up your confidence, your self-esteem, and believing in yourself. External explore for internal restore.